Love of Tired Swans from Dimash. Arguably one of the greatest vocalists on the planet. Oh, this is interesting. So for those of you that don't know, Dimash is from Kazakhstan, vocalist. A lot of the videos that we've seen so far are very symbolic. Symbolic. And a lot of times dealing with his culture.
Посмотри мне в глаза, ты прости мне, я сожалею, я люблю тебя, жизнь моя, без тепла, я тобой болею, удержать не смогли, мы устали, нам очень трудно, я совсем один, ты.
Man, there's a lot going on here.
Не смогли, мы устали, нам очень трудно, я совсем.
Like, do you see this? It's CGI. It's something post-production they're doing about like this energy leaving the Swans in a way.
Один ты пойми, без любви ничего не нужно. Не могут жить в разлуке лебеди, подожди, не спеши.
Listen to that voice. Listen to the purity of that voice. And when you see Dimash, you don't expect that voice, whichever voice he decides to use, because he has many, to come out of that face.
Не говори, что чувства позади, нет назад пути.
That's Dimash. I know that doesn't help your situation, but you'll see him.
Не могут жить в разлуке лебеди, подожди, не спеши, в разлуке боль сильней, любовь мою согрей, любовь уставших лебедей. Мои дни без души, я скучаю, все очень сложно, мы еще близки, не молчи.
Now, I will say, this, okay, so some of these effects I'm not a fan of. I wish they had not used.
Без души, я скучаю.
Like whatever this is in the background, like these swans that are dropping down, like this backdrop, I'm not a fan of that. I think they could have done something different that would have been not as noticeable, but still could have kept the power of the song. Because we don't want to detract from his voice and his message. And some of these effects for me, they take me out of it. And I find myself focusing on the background instead of his voice, which is where I want to be. I want to be lost in that voice.
Все очень сложно, мы еще близки.
That right there, give me more of his voice. I want to see him embracing the message of the music, even the contemporary dancers. I want to see more of that.
Не молчи, позови, без любви не больно, я прошу, отступи, мои чувства, не моя просьба.
See, now here's an interesting point, cinematography wise. Watch this kind of next shot. When we close in on the group and we really get close and there's a lot of like moving body parts and we're not quite sure what is what. This right here. That's a really powerful shot. It doesn't really take you anything that, like, it doesn't take any extra money. It's just, let's zoom in and let's smother the viewer. I want them to feel chaotic. I want them to feel closed in. That's pretty good. I like this shot. Not a fan of the box in the previous scenes, but this is good. Close us in. Make me see Dimash. This is good. Now we're talking. This is, oh yeah. Listen to that voice.
Не говори, что чувства позади, нет назад пути. Не могут жить в разлуке, не веди, подожди, не спеши, разлуки боль сильнее.
Whoa!
Разлуки боль сильнее, любовь мою согрей, любовь уставших лебедей.
Damn, see, this is why I'm confused about this one. Some of these effects are top notch. Really well done. They're clean. It's perfectly executed. And then we have some shots that are not. They are very different and like not clean. I don't want to say amateurish, but it almost feels like different animation artists. Now that was a good choice. Aside from this lightning effect around him, when he goes into the high notes, the main focus is the dancers. That was the right way to go. That was a good choice because I want to hear his voice, his high notes, clean and perfect, and I want to see something that embodies that. The dancers, perfect. Did you hear that key change on him? I don't even know if it's a key change, like an octave jump.
Не могу могут жить в разлуке. Лебеди, подожди, не спеши. В разлуке боль сильней, любовь мою согрей, любовь уставших лебедей. В разлуке боль сильней, любовь мою согрей, любовь уставших лебедей, лебедей. Сильней, любовь мою согрей.
Now, I know for the resolution of the video, we drop down, the two of them embracing. This cannot be the resolution that we're going for. So we have to end on this more positive note. We don't have to, but that's what the director chose.
Любовь уставших лебедей.
We think at this point they're falling to their death.
Лебедей.
But then we kind of have this fly into the sunset. I'm not a fan of this ending. Whatever these effects are, like if it was a different artist, like I can't. It's one thing if all of the shots that were used were like this, but that wasn't the case, which is why I'm confused. Because some of the effects were so strong. They were so clean. That whole scene change where we went into this like war zone was look up so good. Look at this. This is like Lord of the Rings all of a sudden. And then this is good.
Не могут жить в разлуке лебеди.
Yeah, so for me, I always love Dimash. I love the way he sings. I love the way that he uses his notes to tell the story. He's very expressive in his face. I always love the interpretive dance, the contemporary dancers, and the way they help tell his story. Love that. This video, whatever was going on with those effects, the director, me, step into my office. We got to figure this out. We talked earlier about this in one of the earlier videos. Every once in a while, you can have a shot that will take the viewer out of the video. For me, there were a few here. I would have much rather preferred us to close in on the dancers wrapped around each other. Or even, there were a couple shots where the dancers looked like they were struggling. They were in pain. And it told the story of the love of tired swans in just one shot. I would have much preferred to go back to that than to have some effect that didn't quite work. Regardless of what I paid for it, it's got to support the story. But regardless of visuals, Dimash, that voice, that range, I have yet to see somebody do what he does, period.